for you will be in danger of losing your life. Imagine an island in the middle of the ocean, which is extremely dangerous, to the point of putting your life at risk if you are there. This island is scary, and just mentioning what's there can make your heart race. Nature on this island is incredibly beautiful, but it is also full of mysteries. Every step you take, you have to be careful because there is something strange and mysterious in the air. But what's so terrible about this island? Well, there are dangerous creatures there, ready to attack anyone who wants to venture there. Do you know where I'm talking about? I'll tell you soon, so get ready now. Let's understand everything about this scary island here in Brazil. Located 36 kilometers off the south coast of São Paulo, the history of the island, covered by forest without beaches and difficult to access, began thousands of years ago. It formed at the end of the last ice age, a period known as the early Holocene, about 11,000 years ago. When the sea level rose and separated this hill, which was part of the Serra do Mar, from the mainland, turning it into an island and isolating a population of common jararacas. Thousands and thousands of years later, this population of jararacas differentiated itself from the snakes on the mainland and became a unique species. The island in question was discovered in 1953 and is related to an attempt at deforestation that occurred through the burning of the island's vegetation. A large forest fire was started for the area and opened up space for a banana plantation. However, the locals soon noticed a large number of deadly snakes already living on the island, and the plan didn't work out. It was then that this island was named Ilha da Queimada Grande. Ilha da Queimada Grande, or also known as the Island of Snakes, is literally filled with snakes, and it's not just small snakes. This island is crawling with a venomous species, a relative of the fer-de-lance, which is considered the deadliest snake in the Americas. In particular, this snake species, known as the golden jararaca or jararaca ilhua, has unique characteristics that differentiate it from other snakes. It has a light yellow and light brown color, especially on the underside of the body. Additionally, this snake has the same unique head shape as the fer-de-lance, a long head with a nose tip resembling a spear blade. It also leads a slightly different lifestyle than other snakes. The jararaca ilhua is termed arboreal or semi-arboreal, meaning it mostly lives in or around trees. Unlike most snakes, the jararaca ilhua species exhibits an interesting trait when it comes to reproduction. Unlike other snakes which lay eggs, the jararaca ilhua gives birth to live offspring similar to mammals. This implies it doesn't lay eggs, but rather nurtures its young internally. Normally, this snake breeds between the months of July and September. The gestation period, that is, the time in which the pups develop inside the mother, is estimated to be between 120 and 150 days. And on this island, snakes have a very specific diet. The main food source for the snakes are the birds that rest on the island. These snakes wait in the trees and attack the birds when they land. Another impressive fact is that they have evolved over time to adapt to this situation. One of the main aspects of this adaptation was the development of an extremely strong venom. Today, the snakes from Ilha da Queimada Grande have a venom about 3 to 5 times more potent than any mainland snake. This venom is capable of killing most prey nearly instantly, and it can even dissolve human flesh. Snakes aren't the only threat on this island. Beside the large amount of snakes, there are other factors making this place extremely dangerous to visit. One of the issues is the lack of drinkable water on the island. There are no reliable water sources to drink from. Additionally, the island's temperature is very high. Another hurdle is landing on the island. Its coast is lined with cliffs, making the process of reaching the island very challenging and risky. Moreover, there are other unique animal species that can be found there. One of them is a small tree frog named Snax peixotoi. These tree frogs live inside bromeliads, which are plants that collect water in their leaves. This species is quite rare. In the towns near Snake Island, people often tell two stories that happen there. The first story, a fisherman accidentally goes onto the island to pick some bananas. Sadly, he is bitten by a snake. Although he makes it back to his boat, tragically, he doesn't survive the snake venom. The second story involves the only lighthouse operator and his family. One night, several snakes sneak in through the window and attack the man, his wife, and their 3 children. In a desperate attempt to escape, they run towards the boat but are bitten by snakes in the tree branches overhead. A biologist who has visited Snake Island over 20 times explains that the claim of the residents of 1 to 5 snakes per square meter might be an exaggeration. Despite Snake Island being known for harboring venomous snakes, jararacas and iloa don't dominate it as many think. In reality, the future of these rare snakes is pretty uncertain. And that's because there aren't enough food resources on the island to sustain such a large snake population. It's estimated that there are only between 2,400 and 4,000 jararacas and iloa on the island. These snakes are unique and only exist in this place, making them a critically endangered species. In measurement, there's just one snake for every 140 square meters on the island, considering the small space where snakes are most abundant. Away from the rocky areas, there's still a significant number of them on land. Additionally, deforestation on the mainland has destroyed many snakes in their habitat, resulting in fewer birds migrating to the island. With less food available, snakes face greater competition. This could lead to a decrease in population. Another serious threat to golden jararacas is poaching. Scientific research and the illegal pet trade value these snakes highly. As a result, criminals try to capture and smuggle them, aiming for profits of up to $10,000 to $30,000 per snake. Is it possible to visit Snake Island? Well, unfortunately, the answer is no. Despite being located only 30 kilometers from the beaches, access to this island is prohibited. Since the 1920s, when the island's lighthouse was automated, no one has lived there anymore. Since then, the Brazilian government has taken this measure to protect both humans and snakes that inhabited the island. The Navy restricts access to the island, allowing only annual repairs to the lighthouse. Very few researchers are permitted to visit the island. They need to obtain specific approval and are accompanied by certified doctors. These measures are taken because of the unique nature of the snakes that inhabit the island. Although the government has imposed restrictions, it is possible that some criminals may be able to reach the island. Reports about biopirates visiting the island and acquiring snakes for researchers and collectors may be exaggerated or completely false due to the danger posed to Snake Island. Now tell me, would you have the courage to visit the most dangerous island in all of Brazil?